And for once,
So
it's not an IT.
this is post Andrew Garfield, post Toby.
Yeah.
It's its own separate deal. I always forget that.
Yeah. So, folks, initially we were gonna do like a Kraven the Hunter review, but it just bled out so much that we ended up just including all of the Sony Spider-Verse movies. Like, with the exception of Into the Spider-Verse and Beyond the Spider-Verse, like we're talking about all the
Yo,
live action ones.
yo,
God damn it.
yarp.
All right. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to talk about all the things they got right, all the things they did wrong? Do you want to talk
They
about the
got things right.
I think they had some ideas that they failed to execute.
They probably had some ideas that didn't make it to the fucking drawing board, but I don't think they got shit right with this
I,
universe.
I'm gonna start with this.
What was the first one?
Venom.
Venom. Okay, never mind. You're right. There was only one thing they got right.
Hmm.
Venom.
Hmm.
The first one. The second one was okay.
I'm gonna say they got two and a half right. I'm gonna say Venom 1 and 2 were good. I'm gonna defend part.
I think Venom 1 was great.
Hmm.
Venom 2 was okay. It could have been better.
Hmm.
Venom 3, Venom 3 just like looking back on it, it's a weird movie.
It it
Like I didn't hate it, but it's because it's kind of like trying to set up stuff, but then you don't even know if it's gonna pay off.
well, so supposedly Venom 3 went through a lot of reshoots because of Madam Web. Supposedly, I'm gonna keep using this word supposedly. The original
Allegedly.
allegedly, the story was that Venom 3 was gonna have Tom Hardy's Venom
Hmm.
protecting a 10-year-old Peter Parker. But after Madam Web shit the bed, oh, that rhymed. They did reshoots to be like, okay, Noel is after him instead.
Hmm.
So I don't know how much of the original Venom is in there. I still like Tom Hardy and Venom working off each other, or Tom Hardy and Tom Hardy. I
Hmm.
just, it was weird, man. It did not work for me.
For the third one,
Yeah, I just the first
like
one.
I didn't hate it,
Mhm.
but I can recognize this movie is kind of all over the place and it doesn't know what it's trying to be.
Yeah. Um, but okay, so we have the first Venom. Happens in San Francisco.
Great, great
It
movie.
Great movie. It's a decent hit. We also get one
En-
really good Eminem song out of it. So
Enjoyable.
I like it. It's on my workout playlist.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Uh,
Like that whole album
mhm.
was fucking perfect except that song.
Well, it was a sponsored song. What do you expect?
I know. But like, man, Kamikaze when it came out, one because it was such a surprise, it was not teased whatsoever, and it just fucking went after everybody. Because I remember when it came out, I was like, "Holy shit!"
He was on
And
rounds and he was daring somebody fight me, and no one wanted any of it.
yeah, and then Venom was in there. I was like,
I mean,
but yeah, before we start getting off on an Eminem tangent, because
yeah.
we have a bad habit of doing this.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
that's what this podcast is for. All four people that listen to us.
yeah, but yeah, so Venom ends, and then what was the second movie after Venom?
Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and I think this
Okay,
is
it was the
where
second one.
they started shitting the bed a little bit.
Hmm.
I like
I
Venom.
don't think they should have killed Carnage in that one. I think they should have kept him alive.
I think Carnage shouldn't have even been in part two.
Really?
Because I think Carnage could have been like, if they did Venom versus Spider-Man, Carnage
Hmm.
is the Mecha Godzilla that makes them team up.
It's always weird though, because Venom and Carnage have that love-hate relationship. Like technically Carnage is Venom's son,
Yeah. Fuck.
but like they fight, but they're also allies.
When's convenient.
Yeah. And this time it was just that they were fucking enemies.
I really enjoyed that the whole Venom and Eddie kind of fleshing out the relationship. They went from like a serious like, you're an infection. No, you're a parasite. Apologize. Like it got funny. Like going from being dead serious to like We are the lethal protector. I don't know, man. It just works.
Yeah.
And then and then a movie I was actually really looking forward to that shit the bed completely. It's Morbin time.
Oh man, you were looking forward to that movie? I knew from the trailer that that movie was gonna be garbage.
I like the very first trailer when it had like the old school symphony of
I
Dracula.
bought it on Vudu
Uh-huh.
or Fandango at home now. That's a stupid name.
Yeah.
Um, I think it was on sale for like $2. $2 or $5, either or. The 4K edition.
Did you buy it because you're a completionist?
No, because I was just like, because I think they took it off of Netflix.
Yeah.
And I never saw it. And I was like, ah, fuck it, it's $5. You throw away $5 doing anything. So I was like, I'll fucking. I fell asleep watching it in the
Oh,
middle of the day.
oh man. You know what the shitty part is?
The
Eh,
movie, the whole movie, that's the shitty part.
You know that this is someone's favorite film for
Oh my
no
God.
reason. There's 7 billion of us, Fernando.
And they'll fucking die on a
Yeah.
hill saying like that movie's fucking great.
You
Jared Leto should have won an Oscar for this.
you understand? Look, if there's a complicated relationship between the two brothers, imagine that you're in pain and you want to help your brother, and then they lose themselves,
I
like
would I would probably hit that person. I'd probably get to the point of hitting them
it reminds me of a quote, don't
because I
weep.
would feel like they're trolling me, but they're not.
You ever heard the saying, don't weep for the stupid, you will be crying all day?
Oh, yeah.
Mm. But Morbius, and here's the thing. I feel like Morbius had potential, and that's the fucking problem with the next four movies. They had ideas, but they couldn't live up to it, man.
I feel I feel because of Venom that we always held out hope like, hey, they're gonna cross over Spider-Man.
Hmm.
And I think when they did Morbius and they continued to tease some sort of Spider-Man involvement.
Hmm.
Because in Morbius, you see Spider-Man uh
Poster.
a a poster in the background. I think it's like Toby's
Yeah.
Spider-Man. It looks like Toby's. And so they just continue to tease it. And everyone was like, oh fuck man, like they're gonna fucking have Spider-Man in here. And it just never panned out. And then I think like just the leaks that kept coming out, like Spider-Man's not gonna be involved, or they're doing their own thing. Like that did not help at all.
They
Because I know they wanted to make this work, but a fucking Spider-Man universe with his villains without Spider-Man makes no sense.
I think
It's
so.
like the Fray without their lead singer with that signature voice. It's not the Fray anymore. It's just another band.
I think so. There's a couple things. I was gonna wait till later, but fuck it, we can dive into it now. We're gonna talk about some business here, folks.
All
So
right.
here's the thing, and a series of reports came out. So I'm gonna try to remember all the facts right now. I don't have them written down. I'm gonna go off the top of my head. Fact number one, they could have used Spider-Man. They chose
Yeah.
not to.
Yeah.
They apparently they were like, oh, we don't want to fuck up what we have going on with Marvel, so we're not gonna use any other Spider-Man. Even though Marvel already put the multiverse in place to where they could have used, at the very minimum, Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire, or they could have just introduced some young kid as a new Spider-Man.
I think I don't think a young kid would have worked.
Yeah.
I think if they were gonna do a Spider-Man, go established.
Mhm.
Give Andrew Garfield a second run.
Mhm.
Fucking make him like not old Peter Parker, but like a grizzled Peter Parker that's had a life.
Old man Peter Parker,
Not
like old man
not
Logan.
like old man, but like
He's
fucking
grizzled.
30-year-old Peter Parker. He's not slinging pizzas anymore. He's
Yeah.
worried about his mortgage. Mary Jane's busting his balls. He
On the
still
verge of divorce.
fucking beats it to Gwen's nudes.
Ugh. You know what would have been the perfect? That might have been too depressing. There's a famous comic where it's basically Peter talking to Gwen, but you don't know it.
Oh
Like
God,
he's talking to Gwen, and
I already know
MJ
where this is
walks in on
going.
him. No, I'm serious. MJ walks in on him talking to Gwen on a tape recorder. It's his way of like venting and like therapy because she
She
died
just doesn't do that thing that you do. Do you get me?
with
That
your
thing with
thumb.
the tongue.
No, with the thumb.
Oh, sorry, with the thumb.
Um, but yeah, and then Mary Jane walks in on him, and instead of her being pissed, and he's like, "Oh fuck," she says, "Say hi to Gwen for me." Like she understands, like this is your therapy. Like you need to let it out. I get it. It was hard for you.
And then she goes and cheats on him.
In one of the comics, she does.
Not surprised.
Mm. Um, but yeah, I really think I like they at this point, like Andrew Garfield should have showed up in Morbius and just been like, "The fuck is going on right now?"
Fuck, man. Even Toby should have showed up.
If it had been Toby, I wish it would have been like an older, almost like retired Toby. Like he's retired from being Spider-Man. He's like, look, New York is safe.
You
They
mean
don't
like the one from No Way Home?
Yeah. Like borderline like yeah, no, like borderline retired. Like New York is safe. They don't need me anymore. And these threats are coming out of the woodwork and he's like, "Well, fuck. Now I need to come back." And he trains a young kid who happens to get his powers, some young bastard by the name of what's his name? Miles Morales. It's almost like you have a built-in mentor mentee.
Yeah.
Just get
I feel
some
like they could have gone live action Miles Morales already.
easy and have him take on Morbius and Kraven the Hunter, have Venom become his ally and like be like someone, hey, if you need help, you can call me, kid.
Especially with the success of Into the Spider-Verse and the Spider-Man games. Like I feel like a real life Miles Morales would have been a good change of pace.
Yeah. But okay, so let me ask you this real quick. What did you, if anything, is there anything that you liked in Morbius?
Fuck, maybe just the casting? Maybe if they would have just changed, I don't know, that who Morbius like how they portrayed him,
Mhm.
maybe that would have been better. The cast was not horrible, but fuck man, like I just did not like this movie whatsoever.
I I feel like and again, this is gonna be the running theme for the next four movies, guys. There was so much potential there that they wasted with Morbius. They could have made him like a tragic hero. Like imagine like he becomes this monster to try and heal his pain. It gets worse. His brother like is like give me some. Everything hurts. Morbius like no, no, no. His brother takes it, becomes a bigger monster. Morbius has to put his brother down because he's like, dude, this is not the life we want. We shouldn't be murdering people for their blood. Kills him, but now Morbius can't kill himself. He only had one cure, and he used it on his brother to save him. So now he's cursed to be like this. Like, have him be an
Uh,
anti-hero. Be like a tragic figure of like, well, fuck, now I have to live like this because I saved my brother's life.
but look, see, that might work for a normal fan, a person that's not not even, fuck, man. I think Spider-Man's like one of the few superheroes that it does not take a hardcore fan to be like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Like as Spider-Man is such a big character, people have such a history with Spider-Man that it really is like you can take a novice fan and they would be like, what the fuck is this shit?
You're not wrong. He's a big deal. He is.
Because he is one of the most recognizable superheroes ever created.
He's consistently ranked as the like top three most popular superheroes on the planet. And that's
Yeah,
it goes Superman, Batman, Spider-Man.
yeah.
Like
Like,
it's true.
I get like trying to make it its own thing. It's just so tough to make it its own thing without light at the end of the rainbow.
What's it called? The
And
right
they did
writing.
not help their case teasing shit.
I I think Venom has proved that it's possible.
But
But
that's because Venom is so Spider-Man-esque.
yeah,
Like, let's be honest, Morbius is kind of fucking dorky.
he is. But if look, if you can do it right, it's like the Riddler, right? Like, who's the fuck's gonna take the Riddler seriously? But then you turn him into a Zodiac killer. Okay,
Mm,
I see it now. It's possible in the right hands, but it.
maybe. It's
Um,
just, oh.
and then we
So
get,
yeah, we get Morbius.
and then
They
we get.
tease the shit out of Spider-Man.
Didn't the Vulture appear in this one?
Vulture comes out
Yeah.
because apparently this is one of the one of the multiverse movies where
Yes.
Vulture gets transported to Morbius's timeline.
Yes, but apparently he didn't get transported back when Venom did also. So for some reason, the gods are like, "Ah, fuck, we're gonna leave him there."
Yeah, and that's again weird. And how does he have his tech?
Uh, he found it somewhere. He found
Like
it.
he has his tech in the movie, and he pops up at the end, and he's like, "We're making a team. All right, there, Tony Stark."
And I again imagine the Sinister Six against Andrew Spider-Man after Andrew's been beating the shit out of
Fuck,
him.
man. Like I think we would love the Sinister Six. We got teased with it at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2, but they fucking shat the bed with that one too.
They cut like almost an hour's worth of footage, including Mary Jane.
Yeah.
God.
The thing I hated the most about that movie was just it felt rushed. They made Electro a fucking dork.
Mhm.
They fixed him in No Way Home.
Yeah.
But in that movie, he's like a fucking obsessive dork. And that was one of the reasons why I could not get behind that one. I was just like, fuck, man. I saw that one in theaters. I remember going to see it.
You know, not so fun fact. I think the Amazing Spider-Man movies were cursed. Uh, because I can say this now. When we went to go see the first Amazing Spider-Man, there was a medical emergency with Nikki's family. We got the phone call like maybe 30 minutes into the movie that we had to leave. Some shit went down. Everyone's fine. Everyone's fine. We go to watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and guess what happens? We get a
Medical
phone,
emergency?
yeah, we get a phone call, medical emergency with Nikki's family. We had to leave. I don't
Mm.
think if they did an Amazing Spider-Man 3, I don't think I could go watch it in theaters with Nikki.
Your fucking family sucks.
Look, I'm gonna text you what it was. Hold on. A
Someone got an anal fucking bead stuck in their butt?
it's slightly worse than that. I just texted it to you. Check your phone.
Let me see.
Yeah, I can't say it on I can't say it on here, folks. Sorry.
And that's your cock.
You're welcome. Behold.
Oh. Okay, I saw it.
Same movie. Same fucking movie. Well, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and Amazing Spider-Man 2, both times.
Were you like, hey, you should fucking take care of this?
Dude, oh God, it sucked. I was like, oh. After the second one, I legitimately said to myself, we can't watch part three now. We can't. We
You
can't.
ruined everything.
That's
Should have
fucked.
told him that.
But um, but yeah, fucking Morbius.
Judge them every time they eat something.
Jesus.
Ooh, you want to go for another round?
Oh,
Oh,
this is why
I,
everything
s-
doesn't taste good anymore. You have to take out all the goddamn salt and flavoring.
I see how it is.
Um, but yeah, okay, so Morbius happens, and then the movie that probably pisses me off the most, Madam Web.
Oh, fuck, man.
Okay,
There's a reason why they put that shit and Morbius right on Netflix.
what? Okay, let's start with this. What did you think of Madam Web? Positives first, because we're gonna shit on it for a minute. So,
Positives first. Oh man, this is a tough one. Uh, oh look, they introduced Spider Woman.
Is there
There, that's it.
Jesus? Um, okay, look, I think the worst thing is that this movie pisses me off the most because it had the most potential. Because the original pitch was Terminator with Spider-Man, but like
Oh,
Matt,
you say I kinda?
Sarah Connor,
No,
no,
I'm Madam Web.
it, dude, I think it could have worked. It was gonna center not around Uncle Ben, but his Spider-Man's parents, and Madam Web was gonna go back in time to save them with a Spider-Woman. And it was not going to be Ezekiel Sims. He was not going to be dressed up like Spider-Man. It was going to be like some other villain that uses guns. Like it was
Mm,
it was going to be damn near like Terminator almost. Um, but for some reason, like they changed it from it being, oh, he's trying to kill young Peter Parker to, oh, he's trying to kill the young three Spider Women. But like they're like 20 years older than Spider-Man ever will be. But yeah, Spider Pete's gonna be like 20 years old as Spider-Man, and he's gonna be
mm-hmm.
fucking around with these 40-year-old women. But yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
Damn it, man. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I think even with that pitch, I'd be fucking skeptical about it.
I and it's unfortunate because like S.J. Clarkson, like she did some pretty good episodes of TV and stuff. But I think when you're transitioning from TV into movies,
It was
it's
a girl that did it?
yeah.
No wonder it sucked. Ew.
Oh God. Guys,
I'm
go after
kidding.
him, not me.
I'm kidding. I loved Wonder Woman too.
Folks, he's telling the truth. He really does love that movie. Like, that's his favorite film of all time.
That was I think that was the most boring superhero movie I'd ever seen.
It,
I was like, thank God they put this on Max so I didn't have to fucking go to the theater and waste my money on this shit.
didn't we have to pay for it? Oh no, it was on Max for free, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Max on day one.
it was Disney that made you pay for this stuff, right?
Yeah,
Fucking bitches. Um, but I guess it makes sense. They were like bleeding on their loans. Anyway, dude, she hasn't directed anything since. Like
as she shouldn't.
she's not. The thing is, though, man, I kind of don't blame her, because like if it's her directorial debut, like the executives were bullying her. Like they were
Oh
like,
yeah.
"Let's do this," and like,
It's like the dude that did Chronicle when he
yeah,
did Fantastic Four.
yeah,
And then he starts bitching and moaning afterwards. They were mean to me.
yeah, you're not gonna win those fights. You're not gonna.
Granted, Fox was fucking stupid when it came to making movies, so he
Mm,
maybe has some merit. I just think he's a whiner.
fair. Um, but yeah, Madam Web shits the bed, and then we get two movies that one's decent, the other one's disappointing as fuck. Venom: The Last Dance is not terrible, but it's definitely the weakest of the three.
Oh yeah.
What'd you like?
I like the whole like last dance aspect. Like, hey, like one of us is gonna die.
Mhm.
I like that whole aspect. I thought it was fine. Um, I think for me, the thing that I didn't like was just like there was real it got to a point where it's like, okay, I don't think this movie understands what it's trying to be.
Hmm.
And if that's with because like they change plans at the last minute, I mean that sucks. But yeah, at one point it just got to be that this movie doesn't know what it's trying to be.
What's it called? I can be wrong in this. I feel, and some people were saying this. It looks like there were a lot of reshoots and a lot of ADR. Because like a good chunk of the movie is just Tom Hardy walking through the desert talking to Venom. And it doesn't cost a lot of money to like animate Venom talking to him to spout, Null is after us. He's comes from my world, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like,
And then they had that dude, Norman Reedus, as Null.
which
W-
was Norman Reedus? No, I thought it was Andy Serkis.
No, I thought it was Norman Reedus.
I think that was rumored, but hold on one second here. Because yeah, Andy Serkis played Null, the creator of the symbiotes.
Man, they really just fucking choose Andy Serkis for a lot of things when it comes to
Yeah.
motion capture.
Yeah, he's the best. What do you expect?
He's the GOAT.
Um,
Did Gollum? Did Caesar?
and now
Did
Null.
Godzilla?
Was he in Godzilla?
I don't know. Probably.
I know he advised on Kong Skull Island. The guy that plays Kong, Andy Serkis kind of advised him on what to do with his face to emote. That way he would, like, you could see Godzilla. I mean, so you could see, his facial movements and whatnot. Damn, he's gonna be an animal farm?
Like,
Fuck.
I get it. I get it. Like, motion capture, it's not respected by the Academy.
Yeah.
But Andy Serkis should have definitely won an Oscar at one point.
For Caesar?
No, for I think for Gollum.
No, I don't know, man. I think Caesar's more impressive than Gollum.
No.
I would stack,
What
uh,
he did for Gollum, I would say he was a thousand times better Gollum than he was Caesar.
War for the
Because he
Planet of
doesn't
the Apes.
really do much as Caesar until the third movie.
I would stack War of the Planet of the Apes. He should have been nominated for that one.
I don't know, man. I think it's because what he did for Gollum, I mean, that was not legendary. I won't say legendary, but it's groundbreaking.
What's it called? You're not wrong. Was it groundbreaking? Definitely so. But man, like, oh, the fuck? Are they doing an animated movie for Gollum?
Are they?
No, Return to Live
Oh.
Action Films 2026. Middle Earth Enterprises studio announced two new films were in development with Jackson Walsh and Boyens in production. First new film working title is Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum, which is intended to be released in 2026, with Serkis directing from a screenplay by Walsh, Burns Gins, and I can't pronounce that last name.
Hmm.
Sir Ian McKellen stated he's open to playing the role of Gandalf again in future projects. Andy Serkis is coming back, apparently.
Hmm.
Oh, also, have you seen War of the Rohirrim?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I think it's on Max, no?
Is it? I need to double check. Probably it should be because I mean that's where they put all the Lord of the Rings stuff.
If it is, you wanna review it next week or the week after next?
Yeah, sure.
I heard it was good. I want to see it.
But
Uh,
yeah, back to The Last Dance.
yeah. So Last Dance.
For me, again, very just didn't know what it's trying to be, and it's just kind of, there.
Fair. Um, yeah, I don't hate the idea of it being the last time. I kind of did the always maybe the one thing that really bugged me a lot was that Eddie was still apprehensive with Venom. It's like, dude, at this point, y'all have been together for years. Like,
Yeah.
shut up. He's your partner. Y'all should have each other's back now.
Yeah.
Like, he should have been trying to jump into the fire with Venom, like, buddy, no, like your best friend, versus,
Yeah.
oh God, you're a waste on my life and I hate you. I don't know. And then with not even a whimper, but like a wet fart, we have Craven the Hunter.
Oh, fuck.
So you said that you wouldn't watch it normally. What exactly did you say?
Oh, so I wouldn't pay to watch that hunk of shit, but I have AMC stubs, A-list, so I get 3 tickets a week, and there wasn't shit playing. So I went to go see it. Was the movie horrible? No. It was just boring.
Yeah.
It was really boring. Like, and it was rated R. I don't know why the fuck they made it rated R. It was like rated R for no reason whatsoever. That I didn't understand. Like, why is it rated R? What's the point of this?
I think the blood, no? Like that was the only reason why it was rated R.
Yeah, that was it.
I think they used
Like,
one fuck, but you get one fuck in a PG-13 movie. I don't get it.
I mean, yeah, that I was just like, fuck, man, like I don't get it. Like, why? Well, what's the point of this? And then again, they were introducing Spider-Man characters. And I'm like, there's no fucking Spider-Man. Why do they keep introducing these motherfuckers? But it's because, they're trying to do their fucking thing. Like they introduce Chameleon, they introduce Rhino, they introduce well, Craven. But it's just like, God damn it, man.
I think a movie like this could have worked if done better. Like Craven, like who cares about animals is a conservationist. Okay, fine, that can work. If he's hunting bad guys, imagine if he went after the Russian mafia. Like there's like he's going after the seven families. And so they're like, well, fuck, we're gonna go after your brother, who and your father's one of the seven families, so we're gonna go after him too. Like, there's something that's there that could have happened.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think the Rhino is a good main villain. I think the Rhino is a great heavy as like your muscle, but he should not have been the main villain. He should have
I
been.
I thought Rhino also looked goofy.
He didn't look great. He did,
No.
but imagine if he was like your.
I'll give him this. It's better than that hunky shit that they gave us in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Well, I was about to say, imagine if they had the Paul Giamatti from Amazing Spider-Man 2, but with his Rhino suit to fight Craven. Like,
Mm.
you're just an animal. I'm a machine. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, there's a matchup there. Like, as long as he's just a muscle, not the main villain.
I don't get why they can't put him in a suit like how he is in the comics.
I think they even think that that would look too goofy.
I hate to break it to you, man. People thought that fucking a lot of things would look goofy, like Sonic being actually how he looks in the fucking games. They thought that was gonna look stupid until they put out the first version, and people were like, "What the fuck is that thing?"
See, I just Googled live action versions of the Rhino, and there's one here that works. Like, it looks like a suit, but it looks like a suit on he looks like the Juggernaut almost, but with a rhino head. That could work.
Yeah,
But why they don't put him in a suit, I don't know. I don't know. Just fucking give some dude a bunch of roids and let him go at it, but whatever.
yeah. Like Jesus, I don't know why they don't do that. And then Chameleon's the fucking weird dude from Gladiator 2, the one that kills his brother.
Oh yeah, the gods have spoken, or that guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the one that plays Eddie from
Yeah.
Stranger Things, the other one.
No, the other one, the one that's like my monkey and
So
Vanguard.
fucking weird.
Ah,
And again, a fucking horrible chameleon. Like he just looks like a giant pussy.
you know, and this goes back to it. I think he could have worked if he had been like, brother, I'm not as strong as you, but we
Yeah.
both know who's smarter. And imagine, and he arranged the whole thing. He's the one, he knew his brother could take out all the other six families and his dad, clearing the way for him to ascend to become the head of the Russian criminal underground.
Yeah.
It's like you'll never find me because and boom, he's the chameleon. Like you'll never find me. Even down to my scent, I can change myself. You'll never know it's me. And there
Yeah.
you go. And fucking, if you ever wanted Craven to have beef with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, have Spider-Man take out his brother, the chameleon. Like, all right, I captured him. And Craven's like, he's still my little brother. And he goes after Spider-Man.
And even then, Craven in the comics wasn't good to Chameleon.
You're not wrong. But I mean, how else would you put this Craven against Spider-Man? Like, what? I like him
Yeah.
to dangerous game.
And then yeah, Craven just I wasn't a big fan of Aaron Taylor Johnson. Did I think he did horrible? No.
He did fine, given what he was
I think
given.
he did fine. I just think I was just like this movie is so fucking boring.
I think Craven had so much potential because some of the action sequences are pretty decent. Like I like when he jumps out the building, tries to chase the car down. Not bad. When he tries to take down the helicopter, again, not bad.
I was like, calm down there, Captain America.
I I think it all could have worked if done better.
The only thing I thought was just stupid was the whole he has special abilities to talk to the animals.
Yeah, I don't remember him talking to animals, did he?
I'm not talking to him, but like he would identify with them. Like there was a part where he's staring at the wolf and they both fucking lock eyes with each other and one of them glows and shit.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Fuck. Man,
Like that's where I was like, oh my God, this is fucking stupid.
I it had potential, but it fucking failed. And
Everything has potential, but for
I think
some reason, Sony executives and Sony creative love to fuck shit up.
and it's crazy because guess what they're doing right now? Spider-Man Noir. And it's gonna be live action and it's gonna have Nicolas Cage.
Oh God.
And here, and listen to all these projects that they were gonna get going that are still technically in development. The Sinister Six movie, Night Watch, based off the character called Night Watch. Jackpot, which is basically an alter ego of Mary Jane. Because you just hit the jackpot. Remember that one?
Mm,
Um, Robert Ork was working on a script within the Sony Spider-Verse, but they didn't tell him what project. An Olivia Wilde movie was going to happen, most likely Spider-Woman or something like that. Yeah, Spider.
great. Another Olivia Wilde movie because the last one she did was so great.
That's fair. El Muerto was like put on the fast track with Bad Bunny, but now it's not going to happen. Hypno Hustler was going to happen with the
Hopefully she
character.
doesn't fuck one of her her co-stars in that one.
I mean, shit, it might. It might. Yeah, actually, yeah, Spider-Woman. Yeah, I could see that happening. Um, El Muerto with Bad Bunny, Hypno Hustler with Daniel Glover set to star and produce, um, as his version of the Prowler, and then a Mysterio movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. So all of these, yeah, all these were at one point either greenlit or are greenlit still technically.
Jesus.
And then Spider-Man Noir, which is going to come out on I want MGM Plus, which no one's gonna fucking watch it. Oh,
Nah.
it's Prime. It's gonna come out on Prime.
Now, people are losing faith in Sony and they're gonna pay for it. And it's gonna get to a point where the only thing that the only Spider-Man thing that they trust is from Marvel.
I think I think Sony is not beyond redemption, but here's what they would have to do. They would have to come out with nothing for a minute. Like after if Spider-Man Noir hits, right?
Yeah,
Let it hit, give it a month, and then have someone like Justin Lin come out and say, look, we tried to make the Spider-Verse and it was not our best. Pull a Domino's. Remember those commercials where they were like, hey, our pizza sucks, but we redid it?
yeah,
Do that. Be like, look, we understand what we were putting out was not our best work, and we apologize. We are recommitted to doing this. So here's our slate, and here are the next five films that are going to build around the Sony Spider-Verse. We're starting from scratch, and the first film is going to be our new Spider-Man. And have it be Miles Morales and build around him.
yeah.
Like Justin Lin, I think is perfect. I can't think of many other Justin Lin or what's his name? James Wan. I think I think Wan could
Eh,
do it.
eh.
Aquaman 1 and 2, even if Aquaman 2,
Don't you fucking dare say Aquaman 2 was good.
I'm not gonna say it was good, but I'm saying he can direct a big film.
He could direct a big film, doesn't mean he could direct a good big film.
Hey man, Aquaman, the first Aquaman broke a
The
billion.
first Aquaman one was good.
Yeah.
That second one, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, also remember he had gun on him. Also at that point, they were gonna kill the universe, so he was out. He was going off. Well, why bother trying if I know they're gonna kill it?
So, like, oh man. That one, Shazam 2, such letdowns. And you know, I like the first one of both of those movies.
Man, the Flash was a big letdown for me. I still there's still parts of
I
it.
know. And that's because in the middle of the theater, you were trying to real hard to fucking be like, this is good. This is good.
I think the thing that broke me in that movie was when George Clooney came out. I was like, "You motherfuckers, you got me with a joke."
And me and Shu could see it. We were looking at you like, he's really trying to.
I just
to like this movie.
because I'm that fan. I'm the fan that's like, look, I'm gonna try to look for the good in everything so I can enjoy it. I do that with AEW, I do that with the UFL, and I do that with DC. I do that with anything. I want to enjoy it. I really want to enjoy it. Anyway, um, so yeah, Sony Spider-Verse is supposedly dead. Um, at least, for the time being. I don't know what they plan on doing next. Um, yeah. Thoughts, questions, comments, concerns?
Uh, fuck, man. Sony's just in a real tough spot right now with that weird non-Spider-Man Spider-Man verse not hitting, and now the Into the Spider-Verse, the third movie kind of in limbo. The voice actor of Miles Morales in that one's not doing great right now.
So
He's
what the
coming
fuck
off
happened? I know there was a controversy, but I don't even know.
he's coming off as a real weirdo.
But why though? Like what happened?
So he from videos I've seen, he keeps like trying to insinuate like like he likes Haley Steinfeld, but she's engaged to Josh Allen, quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
Good for
And
John.
then and then he put out another video insinuating he had something going with that chick from the first from Spider-Man Far From No Way Home, not No Way Home, Homecoming.
The first love interest, right? Not
Yeah.
the Vulture's
Yeah, the first love interest, not Zendaya, the other one.
yeah, the Vulture's daughter.
Yeah. And then she came out with a video like, I'm not fucking with this guy. He's a fucking weirdo. Like, no. Like straight up calling him a weirdo.
Oh man. Okay.
And so right now he's not really in a good light. And it's God, man, I really hope that doesn't fuck up that third movie because that's like their only solid trilogy right now.
Let me see. December, Bob and Thomas confirmed be directing while the Spider-Verse co-wrote, co-director. Production of expected to return. Customer alongside Thompson and said, I don't know, man. I'm trying to read something, but I can't find shit.
Like, and it's crazy like to think about like, oh shit, like the third movie was already supposed to come out already.
Yeah, I mean, the second movie was delayed a bit, like, also, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and they're saying straight up they're taking forever because they're trying to avoid a Godfather Part 3 situation. Which, I mean, I kind of get it. Like, you want to avoid the big fuck ups, but also, like, you should have an idea of what your story is. If you're gonna make a massive trilogy like this, you should
Yeah.
have an idea of your end game.
Yeah. Like that one, I'm just curious as to what the fuck they're doing, cause like
Well,
man, that second movie was solid.
honestly, they could delay it for another year and it'd be fine. Because look, we went into the Spider-Verse was in 2018. Across the Spider-Verse didn't come out till 2023. That was a 5-year delay.
Hmm.
So like this one, it would only be a 4-year difference. If they even delay it by another year, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if good work takes time.
But
But
yeah, the that chick from Spider-Man Homecoming, she says that Shamik Moore is a weirdo who needs to leave her alone.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh, this is not great. Not great at all, Shamik. And
Wu-Tang.
then yeah, I think he posted a video also like I wasn't insinuating anything, blah blah blah. And it's like, all right, dude.
So it's a situation where he's just gonna like keep his head down and be like, "Look, I fucked up. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep my
He
head
needs
down."
to fucking put his head in the sand and just like let the shit blow by.
Ufala. Dumbass. Okay. Oh, so Spider-Man is definitely in a situation right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hope everything works out.
Mm.
Didn't he also say he was young enough to play Miles Morales at one point, and they're like, "No, you're not."
Yeah.
Which, no, he's too old. The kid that
He's
I watched.
29. Yeah, he's way too old. He doesn't look young. He looks like he's in his 20s.
The guy I wanted to play Miles Morales was Caleb McLaughlin, but I think he's getting too old. He has a little beard there.
Yeah, he's already touching that age too.
Fuck, I can't think of anyone else that I would want to play a young Miles Morales. Like everyone I can think of they are in their mid 20s or later. Like they look too old.
No, that one they would have to go for someone brand new. Brand spanking new.
Unless they put him in college, like he was like a freshman in college, maybe. That could work.
Eh. Nah, because Miles Morales' his best stuff is when he was in high school.
I mean, the first Spider-Man movie took Tobey Maguire straight out of high school and straight into college. So I mean, I think they could pull it off.
Maybe, but eh.
Miles Morales, was it cat Fancast? Fancast. No, Jaden Smith should never play Miles Morales.
Oh, fuck no.
God damn. Let's see, who do we got here? Lonnie Chavez,
Who the fuck is Lonnie?
the
We don't
Waterman,
want Lonnie,
and the
okay?
but no, he looks way too young. Like even I think he looks young. No, not that kid. I'm gonna just scroll down to like the top five. Let's see. Number one, Tyler James Wilson. Older Miles Morales, though. So everybody hates Chris. But for an older Miles Morales, I think, but we don't want older. We want young.
Yeah.
Shamik Moore, he's too old still. Uh, CJ Siler, no. Justice Smith, he's too old. Damn, dude, none of these guys are young. Like young. They're all old.
Yeah, it's gonna take a no-name like fucking casting search to find Miles Morales.
Yeah, man. No one here. Maybe no. He's still no. Yeah, dude. Everyone here is way too old to play him. It's. Oh, Chosen Jacobs maybe.
Who the fuck is Chosen Jacobs?
He was
A
the actor.
stupid name, by the way.
The way. Did you say it was a good name or a bad name?
I said it was a stupid name.
Fair. He's 23.
We're
He
gonna
was
name you
in chapter two.
Chosen.
The young African kid.
Yeah.
Him or yeah, Caleb McLaughlin. He's also on this list. But yeah, man. Ugh. Sony, just pin all your hopes on Miles Morales. Don't fuck up this movie, and you have your Spider-Man, and you'll be fine. Or make Spider-Gwen. Like just like have Spider-Gwen be your main superhero and like build the universe around her.
I think it'd be tough, mostly because people want to see a successful Spider-Man first
Mhm.
before they see a successful other person.
I think if you have Toby come back for the movie as the mentor, I think it'd be fine.
Maybe.
Like again, like have it be Miles Morales, but have Toby be his mentor for the film, and then people would accept him because it's like, all right, the OG endorses him, we can give him a chance. But he needs that endorsement.
Maybe.
Toby still got some rub on him. He can still give someone the shine.
I think Toby's got it in him. I mean, shit, even him or Andrew Garfield, either or would work.
Yeah. But yeah, all right, folks. I think this is gonna wrap it up. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Fuck you, Sony, for ruining everything.
Ruining everything except for the PlayStation.
Eh.
Hmm. But yeah, folks, that's gonna wrap it for this episode of I don't know what Spider-Verse retrospective. That's what I'm gonna call this one, I think.
Yeah. I think I think Spider-Verse retrospective is a good one.
Next week, we do an 11 count, or do you want to review the Rohirrim, or what do you want to do?
Let's do 11 count because I'm pretty sure some good wrestling shit's gonna come out by next week.
Oh yeah, next week could be the Royal Rumble preview.
Yeah.
But all right, folks, we will catch y'all next week. Feel free to find us on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. We will be back regularly now after the birth of the chosen one, Oliver William Luna,
Owl.
our owl. Bye, everyone.
Who? Who?